Okay, we're here with Bill from Eastern Kentucky that's got quite a story to tell us. Bill, where did it all begin?
Well, in 1956 I was born, so that makes me mid-50s right now. And I was raised in Kentucky. I was blessed to have godly parents that took me to church, drug me to church, however you want to put it, every Sunday, which was really a good foundation for me. On hindsight, I was blessed to have that foundation. I think that foundation is what actually helped me survive through the dark times, through the times when I thought I was at my end. But I had that to fall back on, and I just thank the Lord for His grace and mercy that I had that upbringing.
Okay, so Bill, when did all the troubles begin? How did they start?
Well, when you go away to college and you're on your own and you're away from that parental supervision, you experiment. You want to get in with the in crowd. You want to do what's cool. You want to feel like you're cool, and you want to feel like you belong. Unfortunately, I wanted to belong in the wrong way, with the wrong crowd, in the wrong environment. And I did it. I fell into the drug trap where, first off it was, one's not going to hurt. Two's okay. And then it became a way of life. And over the last 30 years, up until about 5 years ago, it became a real dark moment and a dark period in my life. Some moments and sometimes darker than others. But, my life revolved around drugs and seeking worldly pleasure. And the consequences were great.
And it all started out just innocent enough. You were just kind of recreational and having a good time, and were sure you could control it and turn it off and on anytime you wanted to, and you were able to be very successful.
Well, absolutely. I was successful. I had at one time I had 4 furniture and appliance stores, and on the outside looking in, it looked like I had it made. I had nice cars. I had a wonderful family. I had a beautiful house. But I still, inside, the darkness reigned. And I had too much pride to, admit it. And, so the escape mechanism was the drugs.
And how did the deceiver of the souls get in and convince you that it was all about you?
When you are successful and you feel like you are self-made and that you can do it on your own, and it just happens, and then the world gets a hold of you, and there's a point of, almost a point of no return, and then you keep doing this. Because once I realized that what I was doing was wrong, it wasn't the way I was brought up, I needed to kill that feeling and numb that feeling. And what I did to do that was I self-medicated with drugs. So, when it started out with marijuana for recreation, and then it went to the cocaine, and then it went to the crack cocaine, and all for the self-medication properties of that. The pain inside was so deep that's what I thought at the time was what I needed to overcome that pain to be able to make it through to the next day.
And that addiction got such a hold on you. Where did it lead you down to?
Well, the addiction, the consequences of addiction were probably what a lot of folks that I'm speaking to now can relate to. It led to divorce. It led to separation from my kids. It led to separation from my parents. It led to loss of my businesses. And it just basically went to living in hell. Only being alive and, walking around in it. And, but still that manly pride inside of me would not want to show that in public. So it led to a closet life and a closet lifestyle where I was a professional drug abuser where I was probably kidding myself, where I was thinking people did not know, but I'm sure that a lot of folks know. But when your mind is a one-track mind, to get that next hit or that next line, it just totally controls your life.
And what kind of brought the crisis all to a head?
Well, I went through many period of times where I would go on a roll, where I would be up to 2 or 3 days at a time for 6 or 8 months at a time. I know what it's like to wait for the beeper to go off at 5 o'clock in the morning. I know what it's like to drive down the road with every car behind you you think's a police car. I know what it's like to wake up and not have anything in your refrigerator. I know what it's like to wake up living in squalor. And it gets to the point where you're either going to die or I was either going to die or I was going to make a change. And the morning I woke up, or I was up, and I happened to have Joel Osteen on TV. And I don't know why, it's a God thing, but he's looking right at me and he says, "Have you lost God's favor?" And for whatever reason, that just made me stop and think and get on my knees, and I say, "Lord, I have lost your favor. And Lord, if by your grace and with your forgiveness, I want to change, I want to repent, but I need you, Lord." And it was just one of those moments where I could feel the Lord taking hold of me and saying, "If you'll follow me, I will help you and get you through this. But I want you and I want all of you." And it was just time to make that commitment and to surrender and to follow the Lord.
And what did you do what was the first thing you did when you surrendered and felt that you were set free?
Well, I got on my knees and I thanked the Lord for His forgiveness and His grace and His mercy. And then I called my parents and I said, "I've been so bad, and I know your love has been unconditional, and I just need you to pray with me now." And I'll never forget, my mom said, "The Lord will restore what the locusts have eaten away." And